Hey everyone, so I just want to kind of make a general update on this bike. As of now, a lot of the mock-up is nearing completion. A lot of the major components are set up and we're really making some headway. So it's still going to be a little while before it's done, but every day we're moving a little bit closer. So some loose ends are going to be like mounting the horn under the tank. I'm going to do a flush mount fuel cap, so I have to do some body work on that. There's gonna be a fly screen, so I need to make that, and then like cowl mounting, things like there's a few things, but we're getting there. Eternally waiting on parts and just working on what I can, so I bounce around a lot. But anyway, I really like how this bike is coming together. I think it's gonna be so much fun to ride, and I really like. I'm excited for the customer to get it. I think it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be, it's gonna be what it is. It's a CX500 with everything modified on it, but we're gonna really try to dial in the suspension, make it run just the absolute best that it can, and just enjoy it. I hope it gets ridden. I'm definitely gonna ride it before it goes back to the customer and test it out, dial it in, and then I hope he enjoys it as well. So the way we've been talking, this summer or into the fall, I guess at this point, hopefully we'll do some rides on it. It'd be fun. So he's got other bikes, I've got other bikes, and we could go ripping. So anyway, we're just gonna film a few things here and see if we can clip together a video. But anyway, that's where we're at on the bike, and hopefully sooner than later it'll be done. Okay, as you saw here, I went ahead and pulled apart the tachometer drive. This is also the front camshaft, or the front camshaft support in the engine. So this is a piece we definitely have to definitely have to clean up, make go back on. But since we're using an electronic tack on this thing, or digital tack, I should say, I don't want to use any of the components in here, and I don't want the cam to have to just spin this thing and have it whirling around and then have a potential seal issue here. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to cut this thing off a little bit, make an aluminum plug, and then just weld it on here, and then just have it permanently sealed. And then I have to do a little bit more research on this little oil galley here and see if we can either weld that up, or if we can just leave it exposed and let oil come up where what would be under the seal and just drain back down. We probably won't, there shouldn't be any kind of like pressure loss or anything like that, but that's something I want to consider. And maybe worst case scenario, I just leave this in here and they can force oil down through the groove anyway. So we'll figure that out though, but this is just going to be like one little thing to make it a little cleaner. I'm just using the heck out of this bandsaw here lately. Using the old dichrometer here. All right. Alright, we got just past those threads, which is awesome. This is the first kind of like actual warm day we've had. It's 88 degrees outside, Back to the Future. And this is the first real test of should I have put in AC in this place since building the shop. And yeah, it's kind of steamy in here. There's no airflow. Anyway, working on the CX. And so I'm still working on this tachometer drive. So what I have done, I'll show you. I'm going to set the camera up. Alright, so what I have done is disassembled it, and then as you saw, I went ahead and chopped off just the end here for the tach drive. That's where the screw bolted in to hold the actual drive in. So one thing I've been looking at is this little hole right here. Now, from what I can tell, oil pressure is fed in to the front of the camshaft, so that's like your pressurized oil there. It's going to fill up this chamber, and then the way this spins, it actually has a groove built in it, so if it spins this direction, you can see that groove is channeling oil upward. So that's going to be pushing oil as that space in here fills. It's going to force oil up, you know, under low pressure since this is low RPM, and then it's going to fill this section up. There's a seal on top of here, as you saw, and then it's going to come back out of here, and that's just an oil drain back. I've studied it over, so I was thinking about blocking that off, but there's no harm in leaving it open. So what I will do is I'm just going to cut out a circle and have it fit in here really well, just on the top side, and then I'll just weld that on there, and then that can just be another chamber to fill with oil. There should be no ill effects. There should be no pressure effects. So yeah, that's what I'm going to work on now. I'm going to go ahead and just start chopping this up, get the TIG out, buzz it on. Alright, got a little aluminum plug made there. You can see it sticks out just a little bit. I ground it kind of like a wedge, so I could just kind of just tap it in a little bit. I didn't like hammer it like crazy, but just tapped it in to kind of get it to seat. And then I'm going to try to just kind of fuse this. See how that goes. And that part should be done. Obviously we'll clean it up and stuff whenever the motor starts coming down, but yeah, that'll at least be that.
Alright, I just texted it to you. Pentagon officially releases UFO. This is the tweet. It says, new Pentagon formally released 3 mysterious UFO videos captured by Navy pilots. The already leaked videos showed what DoD insists on calling unidentified aerial phenomena, moving at incredible speeds and performing near impossible maneuvers. This is a weird subject because it's one of those subjects where people automatically dismiss it because it's been so touted by kooks about UFOs that anybody talking about UFOs.
Alright, so went ahead and finished this thing up. It took a few passes just to kind of get everything molten and fused. There's a lot of air pockets, being that this is a cast part from 1983, so it's just it can be a little bit porous and you can never quite get all the porosity and contamination out of it. So I had to do numerous passes, but I think I got it. I forced air into it with soapy water and stuff like that, and I did that test over and over until I couldn't see any air bubbles coming out. So I think it's right where it needs to be. But regardless, this is going to sit on top, so it's very unlikely that it'll have any pressurized oil trying to force its way through that, but I'll keep an eye on it. So anyway, this part's done for now. I'm going to go ahead and just put some oil on it and then throw it back on the bike. Hey guys, so I know this is a shorter video than normal, but it's whatever. We're just knocking out some small projects, as I said. So the next one you'll see is probably going to be the shift linkage on the left side, which turned out really awesome. And then beyond that, I've just been filming so much stuff, so I'm just gonna keep putting together videos and keep putting them out there for you. But anyway, you can see the tach drive hidden away down there, so I'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully we have no ill effects from it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.